Hey, good morning. This is Braden from Pacific Toyota here in Cairns. Just doing a quick virtual tour on our 2018 Toyota CHR Koba sitting in front of me with the all-wheel drive for about $35,990 with a bit over 40,000 Ks on there. Look, thank you so much for inquiry. Like I said, it's just a really good chance for me to take you through the whole car. Any little marks or imperfections I can find, the service history, the features, the whole works, give you a really good suss through it. But look, a bit of an idea who we are to begin with. Obviously, Pacific Toyota here in Cairns. So we're lucky enough to have two massive big pre-owned yards up here. I'm currently at 251 Mulgrave Road. You can see our massive big pre-owned yard here. We've got another one up at 77 Mulgrave Road as well. And of course, over the road there, you can see our spare parts, service drop-off, Toyota Lexus and new car showrooms way up on the hill there. So it means we get some pretty unreal cars just like this little Koba here. But look, we're going to start from the very front, work my way across the bonnet, see what you reckon. Looks like a little bit of a hairline one there and just there, but sort of only really noticeable once you get up close. Very clean through the rest of that bonnet. Same across the windscreen there too. That $35,990 is of course drive away. That is your stamp duty, that's your transfers, that's everything all included for you. Looks like a tiny little sort of stone chip there. If anything like that is a concern for you, please let me know and we can always talk to management and see if we can get that touched up for you. So absolutely stacks of tread left on these. You can see the little indicators in there. Even in behind there with the suspension and everything too, just super clean. Looks like a tiny little sort of scuff just on the wheel there, but pretty clean otherwise. Especially if you come around the front. Again, just a little sort of stone chip just there. You got your parking sensors across the front as well. So right there, and all the way around. Very clean as we come around here. Struggling to see too much. Again, just a little stone chip just there as well. And again, like I said, absolutely heaps of tread left on these guys. So it looks like a tiny little bit of gutter rash around the outside there, just right on the rim, and a little bit there as well. But like I said, I just like showing you up on the inside there too. So very clean as you go around the outside of the car. We obviously got the two-tone here with the white roofs, white mirrors and the black, the Koba, so awesome colour set on this one. Tiny little sort of hairline just there, but not too bad. Just super clean this thing, eh? That's it. So being the Koba, you got your keyless entry on both the front doors as well, so you can lock the car from these two little tabs here, or unlock it by putting your hand on the inside. I'll take you through the inside of the doors here for you. Looks like a tiny sort of little bit of scuff there, like someone's kind of caught their shoe on it as they're coming out. Get your build plate there for you too. So genuine CHR floor mats the whole way around. I'll just lift this up for you. It's the beauty of those genuine ones. They fit really well. They don't slide around. Any of that sort of stuff we just leave in the car for you. Of course, we've got those leather seats. Diamond patterning through the roof for the CHRs. You'll see those diamond patterns through the whole car. Absolutely everywhere. So your books, manuals, everything's all on the inside here. So your service history should be this one here. So it was originally owned by a private person down in Rockdale. I just can't show you that front page because it does have their contact info, and this will be uploaded to YouTube, but I'm happy to send it to you privately. So it was serviced down near Brisbane Way, so Slacks Creek to begin with. 2018 at 14,000 Ks, 2019 at 18,000 Ks, 2020 at 29,000 Ks at Cooperoo, 39,000 at 21 Cooperoo, so same sort of area. And then of course we've purchased it now at 45,000 Ks in February this year. So when they come in, if they're due for a service, we just get them done. So that way it's everything sitting here is all nice and fresh. So that's just unreal service history. It's exactly what you want to see, of course. So we're back there. And through the rear door now. Looks like a little sort of hairline scuff there. Oh, yeah, that's kind of coming up from my finger. So a little bit of polish might even clean that up a little bit. We've of course got the handles up in the at the top here for the CHRs. Again, that diamond patterning all through the car. Child locks in the back here too. A little light sort of scuff just there. And your plates still again. And a tiny little bit of scuffing there. It looks like they might have put something into the seats and just caught the edge of the plastic there. Again, the genuine floor mats the whole way around. So you got the 60/40 split with these guys. So the little handle just there to drop those seats down. So they will go pretty much flat for you. That side's going to do the same thing. You get your child anchor points here, in here, and on that one as well. I'll leave that down so you can see into the back there once I open up the boot there too. Fuel is over on this side here, and that one there for you. I'll show you where the release is once we jump inside the car. Looking very clean across that rear wheel now. Just a tiny little bit of sort of gubble rash there and there, but pretty common. Looking very tidy on those, heaps of tread left. For a black car, this thing's pretty damn tidy, that's for sure. Rear parking sensors across the back there, and two on the other side as well. Looks like a tiny sort of little bit of a scuff there. Open this one up. Get the parcel shelf in the back, so that does pop out if you don't want to use it. It literally just sits in place, so it just pops out like that. Like I said, you do have that 60/40 split there too, so they can drop down. Once that parcel shelf comes out, you get that huge, massive amount of space in here. So really neat setup. Very, very easy to use. You can even do it one-handed while you're holding the camera. Just about. There you go. So down the bottom, you got the spare wheel. Your jack's just on the outside there. Spare wheels in there. That just unscrews and comes straight out. And the tools are up around the back there as well. So that's all in place there for you. This one, sorry, I just knocked it with that board. That is designed to come out. This little base plate here too. So if you are on the side of the road changing the tyre, you can put this down next to you, so you've got something hard to work off, not in the hot ground. You've got tie down points all in the back here and here. A little bit of storage on the outside. Lights up in there as well. Little hook holders for groceries and stuff like that you don't want sliding around. So a really nifty setup in the back here. Just put that back in there for you. Close him up. So these are actually privacy shade windows, so they're not actually tinted, even though they do look very, very dark like that. They're not actually tinted. You'll still get burnt through them, but we can actually do all the tinting here in store. Tiny little scuff there on the spoiler. Otherwise, very clean on the outside. I might just show you quickly underneath there as well. Again, heaps of tread left on there. Looks like a tiny little sort of bit of gutter ash there. Very minor scuff there. Now that is a little stone chip there. I was having a look just before, so if that is a concern for you, please let me know again. We can talk to management and maybe even see if we can get them to agree to touch that up for you. Again, that main entry, very tidy. So like I said, you got those two other anchor points on these ones. Those go straight back up, click into place. And I'll let the seats. Around to the front, so no dents or anything like that as we come down. Looks like a tiny little bit of scuff in there. Just looks like from when people open the car doors up and they get the car next to them. So just a very, very faint sort of scuffing right on that edge. Same thing, just a little one there. So keyless entry again on the driver's side door, just like that passenger one. You got your mirror controls, power folds, electric windows and central locking all here as well. So again, a little bit of a scuff there, and just on the entrance to the driver's side, but it's the driver's seat, so it's the highest traffic area of the car, of course. So you got your lumbar support here, height adjustment there for short people like myself. You can crank that seat right up. I'm gonna jump in, start this up for you. So beauty is you've got two genuine keys, so the CHR ones with central locking on those. So as long as these are inside the car, foot on the brake, you push that little ignition barrel there, that's going to start him up. So real nice and easy. I'll straighten those wheels for you so you can see the dash. So what have we got? Let's do the next service. So 45,228 kilometres as it sits right now. So no engine lights, no dash lights, nothing to be concerned about. You've got all your parking sensors in there, your blind spot monitors, and of course your rear collision alerts as well. So it's just all your safety stuff that's constantly active. If they're green lights, that's a good thing. I'm just going to crank the aircon a little bit because it's very hot here in Cairns at the moment. So your blind spot monitors on the mirrors. Try and see it, get it so you can see it. There's a little picture of a car just there. So when someone's in your blind spot, that's going to light up and it's going to let you know. If you go to indicate and turn into them, it's going to beep and it's going to let you know as well, to alert you that there is someone there that you can't see. Your mirror controls, like I said, are down here. Just adjust that toggle as you need to and twist it to left and right. Your power fold mirrors, like I said, you can touch that. They're going to tuck in for you. Protects the mirrors if you're in shopping centres and things like that. Also gives you a bit more space to open those doors. Central lock and window locks, and of course your window controls are all there. Cruise controls up under here. Toyota haven't changed it in years. On and off with that, set and reset with that one, simple as. Headlights are all up on the right hand side. You can flick it to automatic. Your headlights are going to turn on and off as they need to. Otherwise you can control it all yourself. The rest you have to too. So your parkers, headlights, high beam and blinkers are all there for you, and your fog lights down the bottom, real nice and easy. Wipers are automatic as well, so you can currently set them to that. They're going to be speed sensitive as well as rain sensitive. So the more rain, the faster they're going to go, and the faster you drive, the faster they're going to go as well. So very clever in that regard. All your phone controls are all up here, so your Bluetooth stuff, you can answer and hang up the phones from us. Radio controls for all this side of things are all up here for you, so you can jump between your different stations and all that from here. Up on the right hand side is all your safety things in this little sub menu down there, so you can jump between obviously your radars, controls, the sensitivity, your messages for your phones, and personalize everything from down in there as well. So your average fuels, all that sort of thing is all through there. Lane departure and your forward collision are all in there as well, so adaptive cruise control, sorry. Up in here, it is all touchscreen. You've got sat navigation in this one too, so your home button's going to bring you this little display, your favorites, so we can jump straight into that in a larger screen, so your sat nav takes up the whole screen. Otherwise we can jump straight back into whatever music, anything you've got playing. That little apps button's going to bring you to this menu, so you've got your navigation you can jump straight back into, audio, so again your FM, AM, Bluetooth, AUX, the whole works. Telephone, so your calls, text messages, all that sort of thing as well, and all your personalization stuff down the bottom. Clock's obviously there, hazard lights are here, dual climate control, so if I'm sitting here freezing my guts off, I can turn that heater up, and the passenger can do the same on their side too. Heated seats being the Koba, so we can crank that right up. Good for the pizzas, but it's also pretty nifty for sore backs and things like that on long drives, and you can turn those straight back off as well. Fan speed's just there for you, of course, wherever you want it coming out, it's down the bottom. Heaps of storage down the bottom here for your phone, really nifty spot for your phones. Cup holders down in there, the adjustable ones, so they can tuck in, so they can take small stuff as well as big bottles. Electric handbrakes down here, so foot on the brake, push that down to disengage, pull it back up, and that's him. Chuck it in reverse, you can see that little camera back there, and those sensors are working, so it's picking it up. So same thing down the main display here, it's going to give you a little idea how close you are to that car behind you. So really nifty, you can physically see the back of the car there as well, so you never should actually back into anything. Another adjustable cup holder here, you can even take that little bottom bit out if you've got really tall drinks like Yeti cups, bottles, things like that. Another accessory plug, heaps of storage in there. You got lights, automatic lights on the visors up there, drop down handle there, airbags through the back, airbags in the seats, airbags in the front, airbags in the steering wheel, they're absolutely everywhere. We've got an automatic dimming light up the top here, so you never have to touch it again, it just does it itself. Again, on this side, it's all mirrored over this way as well, so you haven't got the handles on the driver's side. A lot of cars are getting rid of these, but I think they're a great idea. Adjustable seat belts on both sides on the front too. So just an absolute stack of features, especially being the Koba, but you can see yourself just how well this thing's been maintained. So what we're going to do is jump out. I'm just going to pop that bonnet for you and show you up underneath that one before we finish up. So your bonnet release is just down there, fuel release is just there, it's electronic. Close this one up. Now the reason that's beeping is because I've got the keys in my hand, the car's still running, so that way you don't forget. You can see yourself, those are the little daytime running lights, so those LEDs, second the car's on, they're going to run as well. So they look great, but they do make you stand out as well. So extremely clean. You've got the little 1.2 litre motor in here and fully serviced. You can't ask for better than that. So of course we guarantee no accidents, no hail damage, no write-offs, all that sort of stuff. So look, that actually concludes our virtual tour. Thanks so much for watching. Can't wait to hear your feedback soon.